The good member from the 6th District, Representative Graham.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I just want to first start out by saying I am so grateful for all of the members that came together to work on a solution, and, with the full understanding that neither side is 100% happy with the result. Madam Speaker, what I would like to point out, though, is during those deliberations and people working together, one of the things that I think is an important pillar of this conversation, I think, was probably absent. It certainly has been so far from conversation that I've heard. Madam Speaker, that's the innocent victims that are being hurt or being killed either indirectly or directly as a result of good people with substance abuse problems that are not getting the help that they need. Madam Speaker, I'm going to talk to you today about Avril. Avril was a one-year-old sweet little girl. Avril's no longer with us because her mother was suffering with substance abuse. The grandmother tried helping her, but the mother refused help. And now Avril has been stolen from her grandmother. Her life has been stolen. Her siblings' lives are forever changed. Madam Speaker, I am rising also to represent the many families in Spokane, in which I hail from, who sadly are losing their family members daily, permanently. They're not coming back, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, please look at me. Please. It does not matter. This drug doesn't care what somebody's age or gender or their skin color is. It doesn't ask. And neither do the cartels, neither do the gangs, neither do the traffickers that are bringing this poison to our state and preying on our families for profit. Madam Speaker, our children are watching. They're watching to see what happens. And when they see confusion, and they see in some cases it's okay to do this, and we use the word safe consumption, Madam Speaker, there is no safe consumption. Somebody that has substance abuse and is not willing to get the help, it's a slow death. And it is a death for the families that love them, that are watching them suffer, because their hands are also tied as parents when it comes to either mental health care or substance abuse, trying to help those children when our law says, no, parents, you don't have the right to intervene and do what you feel is best for your child. And Madam Speaker, I come from that, from experience. I have a son that struggled with this. And as easy as it would have been, for us not to want to see our son fall flat on his face and fail, so we would do everything we can to make that not happen. Madam Speaker, we were the younger of the group of many families in which we saw the parents do that. They stepped up trying to stop their child from failing. The child didn't get the help that they needed, and their children are dead, Madam Speaker. I'm happy to tell you today that my child is alive. He's alive because he was told, son, you weren't raised that way. We love you. We're here for you to help you, but you know it is not okay for you to live your life. He has 3 kids now that he has adopted. And those 3 kids came from another father struggling with substance abuse. Madam Speaker, I care about this issue. I care, and I did think about voting no for this. Why? Because I don't think that it addresses the crime victims that we must address. There are too many people dying either from the addiction, getting accidentally exposed to it on our highways. We have to do better, Madam Speaker. I'm going to vote for this today. I'm going to vote for this today out of hope. out of hope that we will come back together and we will continue looking at the really tough issues. And Madam Speaker, I'm praying that there is something that happens where we can take the Avrils and the other children and the adult children that these families no longer have, and we start putting them number one, and we go after the drug cartels, the gangs, and the traffickers that are stealing our family members from us, that are peddling this poison for profit. Madam Speaker, that's the message that we need to be putting out there, that it won't be tolerated as we continue to work to get the ones that need help, the help that they need. I've supported those bills. I will continue to support those bills. And I thank you, Madam Speaker, for everything that you've done. I know you care too. Thank you, Madam Speaker.